Hi, I'm Susan Brady. Thank you for joining me. Today, I want to talk about starting small. We all have goals and aspirations in life, and that is a good thing. And if you are listening to me today, I suspect one of your goals is to build strong bones or conquer another health issue or ward off disease as you age, or simply to live a healthy lifestyle. And those are certainly some of the goals I work towards on a daily basis. But in order to achieve those goals, it takes making actionable steps every day in the right direction. And this is where habits come into play. The little things you do every day that are automatic, that you don't have to think about. And once a habit becomes embedded, good or bad, it can last a lifetime. And when you develop habits that are in line with your health goal, it will not only allow you to more easily achieve that goal, but also make that goal sustainable and long lasting. And that is what we're after. And this is where I have an issue with so many of these fad diets, especially the crazy weight loss diets. You undergo severe calorie restrictions or excessive exercise or drink some kind of shake or eliminate a food group. And yes, you may lose weight, but 9 out of 10 times that weight comes right back because these routines are not realistic and they're not sustainable, nor are they healthy. So, in order to achieve a specific goal, we first need to invest in forming positive habits that are easy to do and become easily embedded into our daily life, allowing us to effortlessly achieve and sustain our goals. So, in Dr. BJ Fogg's book, Tiny Habits, he talks about how the secret to achieving a goal starts with small, attainable habits. And he says when it comes to change, tiny is mighty. And what I find interesting when I was reading that book and I read that, it is actually what we do every day in physical therapy. We set a goal for our patient, but then we break down that goal into smaller chunks, into smaller attainable steps, and we work on those small steps that lead us to successfully accomplishing the goal. So, for instance, if I'm helping someone to walk again after a hip surgery, I ask myself, what are all the things that this person needs to be able to do to walk on their own without falling, and not only walk around their home, but also walk out in the community? So it's going to take leg strength. Just for them to go from sitting to standing up, it takes leg strength. And then once you're standing up, it's going to take both leg and core strength for them to hold themselves up. It's going to take static balance or balancing in place once you're standing, but it also takes dynamic balance or having the ability to balance themselves when they are taking a step forward or when they're moving. And then lastly, it takes building up their cardiovascular conditioning so they have the endurance to go from walking 5 steps to eventually 5,000 steps again. So, having a goal is great, but you also need to have an understanding of all the little things that go into achieving that goal. And I think so many times that's where we lose sight. That's what we lose sight of when we're setting goals for ourselves. We set a goal that, for instance, we want to lose 20 pounds. That's great. But what are all the little habits that you need to do and to establish on a daily basis to achieve that 20-pound weight loss, and the key to keep it off? So I want you to think of that health aspiration that you have. Would you like to eat a healthier diet or step up your exercise program or take action towards reducing stress in your life or build strong bones? Now, I want you to think or even write down all the things that go into achieving that goal and come up with very specific changes that you can make to help you succeed with achieving that goal. So let's say the goal is eating a healthier diet. Okay, what goes into a healthy diet? In my opinion, it's consuming 7 to 10 servings of vegetables a day, getting enough water, getting adequate protein, getting 25 to 30 grams of fiber in your diet, getting healthy fats in your diet, avoiding junk food. Then ask yourself, what are you struggling with the most? Let's say maybe it's not getting enough vegetables in your diet. So then I want you to ask yourself, what can you do to eat more vegetables? Well, I would say first thing, let's figure out what vegetables you like and let's buy those vegetables. And then let's see where you can most easily fit them into your diet. Would it be in a morning smoothie or a salad at lunch or dinner or a soup, or as small as adding some greens to your sandwich every day? It doesn't have to be a big and bold and dramatic change, just a tiny step in the right direction. And as Dr. Fogg writes, take a behavior you want, make it tiny, find out where it fits naturally into your life, and nurture its growth. And that's how you make a habit stick, allowing you to make real changes in your life and successfully achieve long-term sustainable goals. And you can start making these tiny changes today. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. Think about a health goal you want to achieve, and then think about all the steps it's going to take to reach that goal. And then break down those steps even further and even further and even further into the tiniest, most achievable habits. And then I promise you, one will build on another, and you will eventually achieve your goal. If you want to learn more about creating behavior changes through tiny habits, I would highly recommend Dr. Fogg's book, Tiny Habits, The Small Changes That Change Everything. It is a great read with lots of terrific insight into behavior change and some really good steps on how you can make those changes. I hope you have a wonderful day, a healthy rest of your week. Please leave me any questions or comments that you might have. I'd also love to know what methods you use to help keep yourself on track with your health goals. And again, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week.